A wonderful moment, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this time around, we need to answer this question. Is Tendai Biti hated by Nelson Chamisa loyalists and supporters? The answer is simple. No, we don't hate Tendai Biti. But when we are in a struggle, there are things which we expect leaders to do. Our leaders must know how to resolve their differences. I love President Nelson Chamisa for one thing. You have never heard him going publicly to humiliate anybody. He doesn't do that. Even if he knows that you are doing something behind his back, he will never come online to shame you. We have seen Tendai Biti holding an interview saying some things which are not so proper and not acceptable about President Nelson Chamisa, trying to spark a debate about whether Nelson Chamisa is a dictator or not, something which is so wrong. I have a lot of respect for Honorable Tendai Biti. In fact, I liked him in terms of how he did this politics in parliament, how he represented. But when it comes to this issue, he made big blunders and big errors. And as a leader, if he is genuine, he must accept that he erred. Look at how his comrades like Jacob Mafume, look at the way they've tried to humiliate President Nelson Chamisa severally. Each and every time he goes public, he will say something to the contrary. Each and every time he goes public, he will say something you don't understand. Each and every time he goes to the public, he will say something else. And you ask questions, what kind of a person is Jacob Mafume? Why is he doing this to President Nelson Chamisa? So at a certain point in time, you then struggle to understand, but you definitely understand, Gucci. It's because of hatred. It's because of a clear position taken by these people on Nelson Chamisa as a leader. These are people who never believed that Chamisa should lead them. These are people who at a certain point in time even went against Morgan Tsvangirai himself. So when it comes to Nelson Chamisa then becoming the leader of the opposition in their own presence, unozase munhu, it's normal kutombonzwa godo kuti daenda ndirini, I was senior to Nelson Chamisa, I was a BCD, but you have to accept that you made mistakes. For example, right now, if I make a mistake of deviating from the way, I don't expect people to simply welcome me and say, welcome back, Mr. Makusha, and everything will be normal. No. People will question me. People will question me in terms of not my loyalty, but in terms of my personal standing for the struggle. Some of the times we have to compromise. Even if we are in disagreement with the leadership, we have to sort out our differences. I know that Tendai Biti is a man who could call Nelson Chamisa or even go to his home, go to his house. I don't think that he was going to be chased away by anybody. Talk things man to man, sort things out, and come to the public after you have dealt with your own things right there. Say, sort your things out. That is the reason why President Nelson Chamisa maintained a brave face, even though he knew that things were not proper, things were not right. I blame Honorable Tendai Biti for trying to be an MP, yet he was in a position to become the vice president of Zimbabwe. But he still wanted to be an MP. The least thing he could have tried was to be a senator. He could have said, okay, maybe I'm moving to the Senate. That is what he could have done. And sometimes, we need to dance and give others an opportunity. He has been serving in government. Imagine if President Nelson Chamisa had wanted to continue to be an MP. You get to a level where you graduate from becoming an MP to becoming a president. And when you are in that league, then we don't expect you to kuona uchitamba chikweshe. In football, professional football, they don't allow these professional footballers kuti vaonekwa vachitamba chikweshe. No, they don't. It's because of the implications involved. You might get injured uchitamba chikweshe, then what next? So we need to be honest with ourselves. We do not hate Honorable Tendai Biti, but we wish that he could have done things in a better way, in a better fashionable way. He distanced himself from this thing very, very late. He was interviewed and he took the side of Wanachabangu, then later on withdrew. He was part and parcel of the plan whenever mafume vachimhanya kwese kwese kunoita rotational vice presidents. He was part and parcel of the plan together with Karenyi Kore. And we questioned and said, Tendai Biti na Karenyi Mese, you are now becoming part of the seekers of wanting to become rotational presidents. Who does that? He could have said, no, Chamisa has distanced himself from the party. I distance myself from the party, even if we have different hijacking of the political party. He was supposed to be serious. He was supposed to be direct in terms of what we are talking about. So, I know that ZANPF people would try by all means possible divisions and to portray Nelson Chamisa as a hater or as a bad person. But I don't see it in such a way. Even if we disagree, we must be able to sort out our own things. In the public, I will say what is good. And behind closed doors, to question ikoko. Even if I see the errors of President Nelson Chamisa, I don't need to come here and sing. If I don't have access to him, I will find someone who does have access to him. Tell that person, no, things are like this and like this and like this and like this. Up until the message is heard. And one day that message will be heard. You can even go to inbox yeumwe munhu ari very close to President Nelson Chamisa. Woenda ikoko mondoshaudhana ikoko mapedza, you come to the public machenesana kupublic kunoku muramba mchidefenda leader wenyu. That is what is proper. You cannot do such a thing jekuti munoyanika leader wenyu hana chaatadza hana chaaita. The thing I will never agree, if I openly know kuti President Nelson Chamisa vane chaitika, yes, under such circumstances we say no, uku kwakutadza. Not knowing kuti izvi zvinhu zvokuti you simply want to be in power. For example, I want to be an MP and I can't get that chance to become an MP. Ndototanga kutobvarura machira ndotsamwa. It can't happen in such a way. I have to register my displeasure in a fashionable way to say, okay, I'm not happy with this decision. I don't come and say, simply because I was not given an opportunity to become an MP or a councillor, I'm no longer participating in the activities of change. We didn't join this issue of change because we wanted positions. It's because we wanted change. And we must do it better. So, Tendai Biti is a good man. But he needs to clarify his position on the issues of change. And he needs to be very, very careful because he's made so many mistakes. And how are we going to trust him? So it is what it is. Your thoughts of him more much importance. But I think that he himself will need to fix this. He created the mess. Let him fix the mess.